Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's get crafting. Alright friends, for this DIY, I am going to start with these 4 rings. They are the ones that you can hang curtains from. They have this little clip on them. I'm just going to remove the clip from 4 of them, and then I'm just going to have some rings, and then I'm going to spray paint them with this Rust-Oleum metallic gold spray paint. While that is drying, I'm going to take this little bundle of white and blue just fabric that I get at Walmart. I decided on this design, and I'm just going to cut a few strips because we are making some napkin rings, fabric napkin rings. So I'm just going to cut here. Now these strips are 24 inches, let me see, 24 by around like 18 inches, give or take. So I'm just going to cut them, and now they're going to be about 13 inches long, or about 12 inches long. And then I'm going to fold them into about 1 to 1 1/4 inch strips using hot glue. Once I have the 4 strips nicely glued and the rings are dry, I am going to just basically put the strip of fabric right through the rings, right at the halfway point. Then I am going to fold it around just in a circle, like you would think, you know, like a napkin ring. And then I'm going to loop just the end, so maybe about a 1/2 inch, and hot glue it to the other side. So that way it is looped and tied around the ring. Now, once the glue is nicely cooled down and hardened, then you're going to flip very carefully, although it's very sturdy. Just flip it inside out. That way the glued part and that seam will be underneath. And then you have a nice napkin ring holder, and I think it turned out so cute. Of course, I made 4 of them because we have 4 members in our family here at home. However, you can make as many as you want, because that's the beauty of DIYing your own decor, is that you can customize it to whatever you want. And of course, the fabric and the colors you can actually customize as well. Today's video is going to have a theme of like a white, blue, and gold kind of theme, and everything's going to look like it belongs in a set. My friends, I'm so excited to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Hoover. Hoover graciously sent me this amazing vacuum that I am so hooked on. It is the Blade Plus, and it is cordless with a rechargeable battery. I absolutely love using this thing. So I would love to tell you that I clean it very well after every video, after I DIY and after I craft. The reality is that I don't. However, this changed once I received this amazing vacuum, because you can change the nozzles. It could be like this one right here, where it gets in nice little nicks and crannies, and then also just cleaning with this manual nozzle. And then of course you can easily switch up the nozzles by simply removing the nozzle that you have on and place whichever one you need. And then of course we can do the floors, which I love, love, love. I have kids, I do a lot of DIY, and it's really hard keeping it clean, but it's so much easier using this Blade Plus vacuum by Hoover. It's so easy to maintain and clean, and it's just so lightweight. I am just so happy that they sent this to me. Thank you so much, Hoover. I am going to have their link down below in the description box if you're interested in taking a look at this awesome vacuum. For this next DIY, I am going to take this decorative cutting board that I got at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. I got it for about $17, and I'm just going to give it one coat of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the coastal blue. Although the brown is very pretty, I have already done a DIY with another one that I purchased. It's just like this one, so I wanted to give this one a different look. Once the paint was dry, I am going to distress the edges using a sanding block from the Dollar Tree. Doesn't take much to sand down, I just wanted to do the edges, so you can certainly distress more or not distress at all. Using my Cricut, I cut out the scripture, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord," which is Joshua 24:15, and I'm just going to place it right on top.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know one single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this.
And then to keep in the white, blue, and golden theme, I did cut out a couple of stripes with a gold vinyl, and I'm going to place them on each side of the scripture. And that's it, guys. This was such an easy one, but what a beautiful way to customize. You know, if you see something at Hobby Lobby or any other store that is on sale, on clearance, but is not really your style or color, just always think that you can paint and customize it to what you want and get a really, really cool decor for a lot less.
And waiting around, it's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh.
If you're visiting for the first time, guys, my name is Leonette, and this channel is all about DIY, home decor, furniture flips, thrift or finds. I'd love to connect with you here. Join our family. I also have an Instagram account that I post daily, multiple times a day, different behind the scenes look. Also, I share like hauls that I do when I go to the thrift store or the hardware store, and I'd love to connect with you there. I do have the link down below in the description box.
I also want to let you know that me and my friends Heidi, Christy, and Alan Lee, we host a weekly DIY crafting tour on Instagram. So if you have an Instagram page and you would like to join us, it's really easy. Every week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, we provide you with the script on what to put on the post. You just have to post pictures of something you've been crafting or working on. It could be anything you want. It's really easy and it's a really cool way to get to know other crafters, and we have an amazing community that we're building. So if you want to join us, let me know in the comments and I'll have one of us or Annalie actually add you to one of our chat groups. For this next DIY, I am going to take a 2x2 that I already had in the garage here. You know, my very clean and organized garage. Anyways, I'm going to cut several pieces using my miter saw. And originally I wanted to make two larger boxes. It's like squares, but then I decided on smaller ones. Once I had the pieces cut to the size that I wanted, I'm just going to pre-drill one hole on one end of each piece. This is because we are going to screw in, and anytime you're screwing in on any wood like this, you want to pre-drill the hole so that it doesn't crack on you. So I'm going to sand it down just a little bit to make sure there's no splinters. And then I'm going to pre-screw in each screw. And these are pretty long because these are 2x2s. So I want to be able to get through the wood and onto the next one. So we are just building a very simple square here. So I'm going to start screwing it in and then making two evenly sized wooden squares. Once I had these squares nicely shaped, I'm going to take painter's tape and just place it in the center of each side, because we're going to paint one side blue in the Coastal Blue by Rust-Oleum chalk paint, and then the other side white in the Rust-Oleum chalk paint by Rust-Oleum in the linen white. There you go. And I only did actually one coat of each on each side, surprisingly. Normally I need two, but for some reason today I only needed once, and it actually looked pretty good. Once both sides were fully dry, I'm going to take some of these strips. These are the same vinyl that I used with the, oh my gosh, the cutting board. But this time I just cut two pieces. This is about an inch and a quarter maybe, or no, it was 3/4 of an inch. That's what it was. And by 6 inches. And I'm just going to place it right where the blue and the white meet. And that way we're going to keep everything cohesive and nice, and we're just going to hang them on the wall just like this. Look how simple this decor is. Again, you can use any combination of color that you want. This was extremely easy. Now, I didn't need to add screws and brad nails. I just added the brad nails for extra security, but really the screws is sufficient. And of course, you can make even 4, 5, 6 of these and put them in a big wall, and I think that looks super cute. My friends, this video is in collaboration with Liz from Liz Moore Decal and Decor. She is so talented, and her channel is filled with tons of inspiration. I am going to have her channel linked down in the description box. Pay her a visit, show her some love, and tell her that I sent you. My friends, this month's giveaway is a crafting supplies tote bag. Just the bag though. I don't want you to think you're getting all these crafting supplies. But nonetheless, I think it's a pretty cool giveaway. So if you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is watch and comment. And any comments made in July of 2021 will be entered for this giveaway. All right, for this next DIY, I'm going to take this piece of 1x8 that I got at the hardware store, and I cut it to 13 inches long. I'm going to sand down the edges to make sure there are no splinters, and then I am going to give it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint and the linen white. While that dries, now I'm going to take the leftover piece of fabric that we used earlier for the napkin rings, and I'm just going to fold it. Now, it has all these extra folds. Don't pay attention to that. This is just because this is the piece of fabric that I had. If you're going to recreate this DIY, all you're making here is a pocket. So I am making it wide enough. It's about, I think it was about 4 inches or 4.5 inches, because it was to fit nicely in the center of that whiteboard. But if you're going to recreate this, you don't need all these extra folds. It's just what I had on hand. It was already folded like this, and I just decided to hot glue it like this. But essentially, all we're making is a pocket. So we are going to hot glue it, and then hot glue one of the ends only. We want to leave one open, of course. And then that way it'll be a nice, secure pocket. Once we have that in nicely glued, we are going to place it right on top of the whiteboard, and then we are going to secure it onto it using the thumbtacks that I already had on hand. I've had these for like 10 years. I'm not even joking. I've had these for a long time. Anyways, I'm putting 5 on each side, just hammering it down, and then I'm going to put 2 sawtooth hooks on the back so it can be hung on the wall. And then I'm going to put some greenery that I got at Walmart for 98 cents, which was a great deal. And I'm going to place it right inside the pocket. And that's it for this one, guys. A beautiful, simple. Could you imagine, like, this could be used in any season. You can change the greenery to fall decor and then maybe Christmas. Such a cute little decor to have. And again, everything just so cohesive and it goes with each other. And I love the way this one turned out. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. If I had to choose, I think I'd probably choose this one. I really love the way this one turned out. It's one of those that you didn't think it was going to be my favorite, and then it's just like, oh yeah, I really, really love it. But let me know which one is your favorite. If you're visiting for the first time, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you consider subscribing and joining our YouTube family. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I'm going to have a playlist here with tons more of inspiration for you. Check it out. Thank you, Hoover, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the link down below. Have a blessed day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.
But smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't